This is Andrew Chemey, Collaboration and E-Learning Architect at Envolvemedia. This video will be a quick overview of Adobe Captivate. We're going to be reviewing Adobe Captivate, which really means version 12 or higher, as opposed to Adobe Captivate Classic, which is comprised of Captivate 2019 and any earlier versions. Adobe Captivate has been redesigned completely. So while it has the general look and feel of Captivate Classic, you'll see it has a much cleaner interface. It's intuitive and consistent throughout. It's also designed to be responsive from the beginning, which means that you don't have to do anything special to make your project responsive. Also does mean, however, that there may be some changes you can expect when it comes to layout and developing your courses. When you first launch Adobe Captivate, this is the screen you're going to see. And then subsequent launches or selecting new project will display a slightly different experience. This is the entry screen on subsequent attempts, where you can create a new project, open an existing project, or you can use the shortcut items to navigate to other files you may want to use. At the home, it shows you that you can do a new project or a new simulation, which is basically record an application or other screen recording. You also have some featured Quickstart projects that Adobe provides to show you some existing projects that you can choose from. And then it shows you your recent files that you've been working on. You can either then view additional by clicking on View All or viewing your projects, and it shows you a much larger screen. For both the Quickstart projects, it provides a large number of already completed projects that you can use, at least for both ideas and how to use them in your own projects, or slides that you can copy from. And then there's additional some learning video projects that you can choose from. While we will not be covering them in this video, I do highly encourage you to check out these sample projects. They provide a lot of interesting functionality that you can use in your own, and you can either use the samples as a template, or you can actually swap out your own content, or you can include individual slides from within them, so in your own project. We're going to get started by creating a brand new project, however. So from within the menu, we are going to choose the new project icon. With Adobe Captivate being fully responsive, you don't need to worry about file size or aspect ratios. Projects will work with any number of different platforms and screens. The interface for Adobe Captivate starts with the tool panel on the far left, and this is how to add slides, components, and other assets to the project. Then there is a slide panel, which shows all of the slides in the projects with a preview of their contents. And then based on the slide selected, there will be the stage, which shows the contents of the slide. Then based on the property that has been selected, the interface panel will show you the properties of that item. The general paradigm of Adobe Captivate is to start with a slide, which is a container for all of the items that appear on it. A slide does not have to have a set width or a height, and it is based on the device, orientation, and contents of the slide. On a slide, you can place blocks, which are containers for text or other media such as images, videos, or buttons. And then blocks can contain components based on the type of block selected. And then there are individual interactive components that can be added to a slide, such as buttons, input fields, radio groups, drop-downs, or checkboxes. In addition to widgets, which are built-in interactive elements to provide an engaging experience. From the toolbar on the far left, you can add a new slide. It can be blank or pre-populated with different types of blocks. You can also choose from different question-based slides or select from assets, which allows you to add individual slides from the sample projects. When you add slides with blocks or individual blocks, they contain placeholders based on the design you select. You can change the design for the slide by not selecting any individual item on the stage, but clicking on the white space of that block. and then changing the design options. And then you can replace the placeholders based upon the component that's selected. So for text, you can just double click in here and type in your own course, for example. Or you can change images by clicking on the image that appears in the middle and selecting from pre-provided assets from Adobe. You can also import your own system images, or you can drag and drop your own images on top of the image placeholders. The stage is actually a full browser, so how it appears on this screen should match exactly the look when played back after you've published and launched it from a browser or from your LMS, even for both tablets and mobile portrait size. In addition, you can preview the project at any time on a browser proper. When you click preview, it will start at the current slide selected. So if you want to start your project from the beginning, you'd start at slide 1. If you want to just check out a slide or start from a specific slide, you would select that slide and click preview to launch the project in your default browser. And Adobe Captivate easily lets you manage interactivity, animations, audio, and accessibility from the side panel. And of course, publish to an LMS. This has been an overview of Adobe Captivate. We'll do a deep dive using slides, blocks, and components and individual aspects of Captivate in future videos.
Thank you for spending time with our team at Envolvemedia. You can find more information on our company and service offerings at envolvemedia.com or by emailing us at sales@envolvemedia.com.